Seminoles ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. At the 35, he's open. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47 and a big run there.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Inside the 40. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. He's now up to 52 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Using his legs, it's Robinson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own.
And it's snuck out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Makes the grab. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. First down. Quarterback extends the play. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Tuggle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later
On
on.
3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Noles decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air, it's Sperry. Right on the money. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run to the left. Turning it on. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's knocked down. And the Noles will hustle to the line. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They go to the ground. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tiger. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Berry. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
At the 45 on his way. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Extending the play. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He wants it all. Touchdown, Knowles. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna look downfield again. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the field.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Farmer. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield very late in the half. That's caught. It's Robinson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Now he's looking into the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. The quick out. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Opening play of the drive from the 39. He'll try the left side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thompson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Motion from the back. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Might be looking to run. Trying to escape and get it himself. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Flips it out on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. That's 20. Touchdown, Florida State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Tulane is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in New Orleans for some time. They're up by 21 over Louisiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thompson. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the toss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Snap it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that is one the quarterback is going to wish he had back. Receiver wide open, and he just threw it way too far out in front of him. He's never gotten into a rhythm, guys. This is one of the more talented guys in the entire country, and he's way under 50% completions in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Seminoles racing to the line in a hurry up. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Gets it out quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback keeper. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Noles are on the move. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got enough for the first. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown Seminoles! They move on top here in the 4th.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Henderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job. Defense, man, it's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some strength. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
They'll throw it from the red zone. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Great job by the defense staying aware on that play here late in the game with the lead, and the offense needs to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before handing it off on the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled, and they make a nice tackle.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Glenn. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. this late in the game?
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. And they're on top here in overtime.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Looking left. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here.